Yo, my name is Loki from InfoFreak, and today we'll be covering the Information Disclosure and Error Messages lab from PortSwigger Academy. The difficulty level is Apprentice, and the objective is to obtain and submit the version number of the framework. Let's start by stepping through the webpage to get an idea of its functionality. The product pages don't offer much when it comes to functionality, but notice the URL contains a parameter named productId. By changing the value of this parameter, we can navigate to the other product pages. But what happens if we enter a value that is out of range or a non-integer? As you can see, we get more than just a simple "not found" message on the web page. We get a full-blown server error. At this point, we have the solution to the lab, but stick around if you're curious as to why this application is vulnerable. Let's see what happens when we enter an absurdly large value for the productId parameter. We get the same internal server error message after entering 11 digits for the productId parameter. Let's remove 2 of those digits and see what happens. And we are back to the not found error message. At this point, you're probably wondering why we're back at the not found error message instead of the internal server error message. After doing some research, I found that the error I'm encountering is due to the way the Java application is handling the request process for the productId parameter. Specifically, this line here, indicating that the application is attempting to parse the productId parameter as an integer. But the absurdly large value that we use exceeds the range that can be represented by a 32-bit signed integer, which is this number on the screen. In Java, the method that you see on screen now is used to convert a string into an integer. However, Java's int type has the same max value as the 32-bit signed integer. Anything above this value exceeds the maximum allowed input for Java's int type. Instead of using the int type, a possible solution would be to handle the input for the productId value
The long way.
Well, that concludes this video. Thanks for watching. Damn, I punched the out of the mic. Yo, that's going in the bloopers.